Yeah, hello.
Hello, Mr. Ian. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you, man? Oh,
Yeah.
nice studio.
Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate that. I'm Rafa from Kiss FM, the biggest Brazilian rock and roll station, and it's an honor
Great.
having talking to you right now.
Oh, what a great honor to be with you. Thank you for having me.
Perhaps maybe you can teach me some lessons after the interview.
Yeah, I can try.
To start, I'd like to know your expectations for the Monsters of Rock concert. It's been a while, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's well, we've been. I'm not sure when, but it was a long time ago. I think
I would guess 10 years ago.
probably, yeah. That's right. It's time flies, you know. That's the problem, and memory keeps getting worse the older you get. You know.
Nah, you're not that old, I guess. You're like 51.
Oh, thank you. I take that as a compliment. No, I'm actually 61.
Very good.
So, yeah, well, you know, I'm ticking on, trying to keep rhythm with the boys in the band.
You're Swedish, right?
That's right. We're all from Sweden, the whole band. Yeah.
And by the way, I think I might be wrong, but you were almost the first ones to internationalize the Swedish rock and roll.
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, we had ABBA before us, and we had well, maybe one or two artists that, you know, sort of made it outside of Sweden. But for the rock and roll genre, I think Europe was definitely the first band that really broke outside of Sweden as a country. You know, it was weird and strange. I mean, at the time, back in the early 80s, you know, you couldn't get a record company or a record contract in Sweden if you sang in English like Europe did. You know, we recorded some demos and tried to get record contracts, but all the record companies said, well, we like your songs, but you have to sing in Swedish, otherwise we won't give you a contract. So we said, well, screw that. We're not you know, rock and roll, hard rock music should be sang in English. That was our opinion.
And did you make the contract in Sweden, or did you travel abroad to get an international one?
Well, the first recording contract, it was like the band Europe was in a rock contest thing, and it was like a battle of the bands tournament kind of thing. A lot of bands competing for the first prize, which was recording an album. So it was a recording contract for one album with a small record company. But Europe won that contest and got to record the first album, and it was released in Sweden, and it was very successful for the time being. You know, again, Swedish hard rock band singing in English, not very you know, very common. But the album sold gold in Sweden, which was very unheard of at the time, and that led to, in the end, it led to us getting in touch with CBS Records in America. So from that little Swedish record company, we went straight to the mega record company, EMI Records, you know, in America. Well, sorry, CBS Epic. That was the name of it at the time.
How cool is that? And remind us that at that time we didn't have internet at all.
That's right. Yeah, you know, you had to. I remember every time we wanted to talk to someone at the record company, you had to stay awake until like 9 o'clock in the night. At night, you could do your business work with the people in America because of the time difference. So it wasn't the easiest kind of thing. And apart from, I mean, if you wanted to, I remember when we had the record cover for the Final Countdown, we were supposed to finalize or give our okay to the printing. So they had to send a courier from New York with the artwork and fly him over from New York to Sweden just to show us the record.
No,
sleeve.
I didn't like this one. Please send me another.
Exactly. Go fly back home and redo.
Like a flying pigeon.
Yeah, it was not as convenient as today, but somehow it worked.
It worked a lot.
Not that we think that the Final Countdown cover is the most beautiful one, but for some reason it works. It worked for the time.
And about the concerts of our set list, what the fans can expect from you?
Well, we always try to make a mixture of the most famous songs and the most well-known songs, but also throw in some album tracks and fun songs that we like to play in the band. So it's a mixture. It's we always try to make to find a nice rhythm, like a core through the show. Take it up and go down with a ballad and put in some guitar solos and drum solos, just keep the excitement going, sort of. But it's definitely going to be high energy and the greatest songs that you can imagine from Europe.
That's great news.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Can you name some motives that made the band return in 2003? Like what happened that you decided, let's get back together and let's rock and roll?
I think, through the 90s, while we were not touring, we were all making, solo efforts or playing with other artists. And I think that made us realize how good we were as a band. We were all thinking the same thought on each place where we were. And then when we got together in 2000 to play on the Millennium Night in Stockholm,
I heard that.
Yeah, we were hired to play Rock the Night and Final Countdown. So we actually ended the Millennium with a Final Countdown, which was kind of weird,
cool.
Yeah. So after that, and when we got together a couple of days before New Year's Eve just to rehearse, because we hadn't been playing for almost 10 years. And immediately when we started rehearsing, we just felt, everything fell into place. And so made us realize that the band it's something special and something that we need to, put together again. And then 3 years later, after Joey had done his solo albums and stuff, we decided now the time is right now, and let's get back together and do a reunion. And so we did, and here we are, 20 years later.
Can you tell me who's your favorite drummer?
Oh, my favorite drummer. There are a lot of favorite drummers, but the ones that got me started was definitely Cozy Powell from Rainbow, Richard Blackmore's Rainbow in the 70s, and Ian Pace from Deep Purple, from who I took the name Ian. My Christian name is Jan, with a J, Jan
It's
Haugland.
Pretty hard for us to read that and pronounce it.
Yeah, I know. So
it's Haugland, Haugland.
Yeah, Haugland with a G. Haugland. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I took my name Ian from Ian Pace, and later on, actually, I have to say, I found out about John Bonham, and John Bonham is also one of my house, gods that I'm referring to and listening to still, and trying to get ideas and stuff. So it's those three, the three giants: Cozy Powell, Ian Pace, and John Bonham, I would say.
What a team!
Yeah.
I also read that you are a radio presenter over there.
That's right.
I've been enjoying it.
Oh, I love it. It's like an extension of my boy room, the kind of music I listened to when I was 11, 12, and still are listening to, I've been working that for 25 years.
25 years?
Yeah, I started in 2000. And I've told the guys that my boss at the radio station that I haven't felt like I'm going to work one single day. It's just been part of my life, you know. So it's it's great fun, and I love it.
Feel free to work remotely on Kiss FM. You're more than welcome.
Yeah. Thanks. we should talk about that later. Yeah.
Mr. Haugland, thank you so much for your time. I know you are a very busy man, and it's an honor talking to you, and hope you have a great experience here in Brazil.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to coming to you, and thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Kiss FM.
Não deixe o rock sair de você.